Hello, and thank you for joining me tonight. And tonight we have a Reiki infused session, and we are bringing in the energy for protecting while we go through this season and we go through situations, and want you to be able to leave the session feeling very protected and just having an extra resource while you step into whatever situation, big or small, that you might be confronted with in the next little while and going forward. Because Distance Reiki has no time limits, you can use this session anytime you wish. So if you find yourself going into anything right now, so that could mean even just finding a parking spot, driving in the city where it gets busy, or just in a certain weather that might not be ideal to be driving in, but visiting people, anything that might cause you a little bit of anxiousness or a big piece of anxiousness, and we all have things that come up during seasons, and this season is one of them. We might be dealing with past traumas, we might be dealing with karma, and we might just be dealing with simple things like dealing with crowds that we don't like, bumping into people and finding our ways and feeling like we're fighting our way through crowds, things like that. So I want to use this session to bring you comfort, ease, and strength, and give you just an overall veil of protection. So we're going to use some energy tools, and then at the end I'm going to just be sending you a slow Reiki, and we're going to engulf you in energy. So feel free to watch this and skip to that portion. I will leave a timestamp in the comments where you can find just the Reiki portion of it at the end of talking about some things here that might be useful. All right. So I do want to say thank you very much for hanging in there with me this year. I'm not uploading quite as much as I used to, or wish I could find time to, but please know that I think about my YouTube channel daily, and I come up with these things and topics, and sometimes it just takes me a while to be able to upload them. So thank you for hanging in there with me. And so let's get started with the root chakra singing bowl. Root chakra relating to our safety, our basic needs, and just grounding down to the earth while we settle in for the session, okay? So just taking a couple deep breaths and allowing the energy to flow through easily as we call in our first crystal tonight. It's golden sheen obsidian. Obsidian being of the most protective stones, easy to carry in your pocket, wear as jewelry. The golden sheen, that reflective part, it's like the energy just has to ricochet off like a mirror, bounces off any ill thoughts, someone giving you a dirty look, it's gonna just bounce off of you. Return to sender. It has no business in your energy field, right? You didn't ask for that. I'm just gonna clear that away. Bring with the energy of this beautiful golden sheen. Rubbing that down. If you would like, you could take a deep breath and release, focusing on the golden sheen area here, and just blow into it, and it will transmute the energy that is no longer yours. To clear it, to clear it, to clear it. Clear, 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 clear. Okay, I really wanted to bring in these two pieces of amber. These are black amber, they're called. Black amber. Anything with amber is very healing. Hopefully you can see, these are just little pieces of amber which are resin. It's tree resin. And yes, you can see through it. If you are wondering, I just don't think the light, I don't know if it's going to pick that up. It's trying to get a brighter light. Oh, you can kind of see here. I can see it from my side. Let's see here if I can see this one. Anyways, you have to trust me that these are amber. And the darker the amber, the higher the healing properties, is kind of how it goes. And they not only are great for physical healing, but when you get the darker black amber pieces, these are protective and help you with the strength that you need going forward. Okay, so these are very, very powerful pieces to work with. So we're just going to use that all around you, just that energy of the amber. In any situation that you're going into, just knowing that, first of all, no one is better than anyone else, right? Okay, no matter what your conditioning, We're all on the same playing field. We all have life situations, okay? So if you're dealing with something that's coming up, and it's something that comes up for you, and maybe you have a preconceived notion and you're automatically kind of, you have your shoulders up and kind of in that defense mode, I would ask you to allow yourself to broaden and to go in with confidence and self-awareness. Reiki is a beautiful tool to use as we enter any situation. So if you call in Reiki energy beforehand, before leaving the house even, you could use this days, weeks leading up to any situation. Calling in the Reiki energy for strength. Attuning your crystals or stones, resins, with the intention that you would like them to be used for. And that's why stones can be used actually for many different things. And they are very programmable. Okay. I wanted to also bring in the calming energy of amethyst with our amethyst scepter points. I like to use these as so, and then kind of using them all around you, your aura, your energy field. We're bringing in the energy of calmness. I love this piece of amethyst because it's got that orange piece of hematoid inside, which is another amazing. Hematoid is a great transmuter. It's a healer as well. It's great for taking energy out. Just use this one to end releasing through. So just speaking of pink, I wanted to also bring in the rose quartz for the energy to soften the heart. Maybe we do need to find forgiveness for others, ourselves, to have an open heart, find forgiveness, patience, and love. Okay, so and then rhodochrosite with the pink and the black. A little bit of a different vibe, not quite as soft, but again, working with the heart and with the black, still protective enough, like that, I'm not just going to open it up completely. I'm not, going to believe everything I hear. I'm totally discerning. And actually wearing a piece tonight, my little pendant. Took me quite a bit of time to feel called to work with rhodochrosite. It's become quite a new favorite of mine. And so I wore this recently in a situation that I just wasn't sure of, and definitely felt like things went better than expected. I didn't know what to expect. Things were okay. So I'm glad that, I'm happy to have had this with me. And I just wanted to mention as well that one of the tools that I find, and I don't want to project on you anything with my past. We all have family stuff, and not everybody has family issues that they work through, but with Reiki, it's very helpful when you are working through past issues with family, or any situation, but family tends to be our formative years, what we always go back to as that childhood, our little child, that our inner child that shapes us as we go through life. Like, no matter what age we are, we still have this inner child, and if we have wounds from then our childhood, it's nice to be able to go back and revisit and heal and send yourself love if you didn't receive as much love as you wished you had or needed. But another tool besides Reiki that I find very helpful, and I hope you don't mind me sharing this, is I like to make plans for after a situation that might be causing me stress, because over the years you get to know triggers for yourself, things that have to come up. Like every year we have, if you're getting together with somebody, or you're flying somewhere, or you're traveling, or you're shopping in a busy area, anything that might be something that comes up for you, that it comes, and this is generally what it sets you, and it's almost like a muscle memory that you need to let go or change, but how do you change it? So this is my little trick. Plan something fun for either after, like the same day for after, or the next day. Something that you can look forward to, something that brings you joy, like something exciting for yourself. Even if that is hermiting, like I can't wait to lay in my bed all day, like plan it. Plan on being able to, eat good food and lay in bed and have the day off to nourish yourself because you're going to be going through it. Maybe it's planning things like with your friends or going for a date night or going shopping or not going shopping, going out into the forest, planning something outdoors so you can release that energy. But plan something you love to do, that you love to do, so that while you are still planning this stressful situation, you can think also of this fun or this relaxing or this rejuvenating situation for after that. So even while you're in that situation, your mind can wander to the next day and what's coming up for you, and that this is just a little blip of your calendar. It's not lasting forever. Okay, so we don't need to make it this huge part of your life anymore. It's just that day, it's those couple of hours, it's whatever that is for you. All right, so I hope that you find that helpful. I also find scents, wearing a favorite scent like on your wrist, and that you smell it throughout the time that you're out, and it just brings you back, brings you in, it calms you down. So I wanted to bring in this beautiful, high vibrational essential oil mixture by a lovely lady called Sacred Grace. She's a local seller here in London. If you do like to support small businesses, she is one, and I will tag her below because I know she has an Etsy page, and she's just like a really sweet person. So I just like to wear something along this line on my wrists or here like that. So every so often you catch that whiff, whatever that is for you. This one has a really nice mixture, and I can't remember everything that's in it, but I know there's peppermint for sure. It smells like lavender, peppermint. It might be bergamot as well. But I just thought I would mention something along this line as well. It's like giving yourself these little gifts. Another trick for me, giving you all my little tricks, is jewelry. I love crystal jewelry. I make crystal beaded bracelets, so that's one way that I just like, I definitely use the powers of crystals through the bracelets, but rings, earrings, I like to I will play with my jewelry, I find it very comforting. So that's just me. That you might find that annoying, but I find that very comforting when I'm, out of my element, let's say. All right, so our last crystal for tonight is this beautiful piece of tourmalated quartz. Very powerful, again, for transmuting energy. And the fact that it is tourmalated into quartz is even more so powerful. So I'm going to use this all around you, and then we're going to just use the Reiki. So this is the time we're just going to quiet down. Allow the energy. And like this. Just consume you. So safe, protected. And if you find that you would like a little more support, I do offer distance Reiki healing, and the information for that would be down below in the description box. Alright, so all the best to you, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye for now.